All right, people, here is the video key just for numbers 8, 9, and 10, which were not included in the original video key. I've already put the Desmos answers on here, as you can see, but on your individual test, you will not have access to the graphing part of Desmos, so you got to be able to graph these things by hand. So let's get to it. So we're going to treat both of these inequalities as if they're equations and just graph the line y equals 2x plus 1. But since there's no or equal to symbol right there, we're going to make that line dashed. This line will be solid because it is or equal to. So we start with a y-intercept of 1. We'll color code these. This can be a green line. So we'll make this one green. We'll make this one blue. All right, so we start with a y-intercept of 1, which is right here. And then we just follow our slope from there, which is 2, so up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1, or you can go down 2 over 1. Just make sure you're going over in the correct direction. That gives this line a positive slope because we have a positive sloping line. And then we're going to draw this line as dashed because it's not or equal to. Oh no, I just want to grab the line. There we go. And then we can dash that line like that. All right, perfect. And then y is greater than that, so we shade the part of the line that is above, or the region of the region that's above the line. And if you're confused what above the line means, put your finger on the line and just go straight up from there. So everything in this region is what gets shaded. So we're going to shade that. Let's get some bigger shading. All right, so you shade all this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Don't really care that much about that. Not too particular. And then the blue line, which I'm actually going to make purple just to be consistent with the Desmos version that's already graphed over there. So make that one purple. And then so we start with a y-intercept of 3, which is this number. So we're starting right here and then going down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, because we have a negative slope, a slope of -1. Or you can go up 1, left 1 if you want to, up 1, left 1 right there. And this line will be solid. So something like this. Maybe on the test, use a straight edge or something, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're less than that line, so start on the line and go straight down from there. That's the region you're going to shade. Everywhere that's below this line. Remember, that line is kind of just dividing everything into 2 regions, and we're shading one region or the other. And so we're shading this region right here. And then on your test, I would prefer if you clearly indicate, like I did here, where the solutions lie. Just because sometimes the shading, like on Desmos and on Notability, it's really nice how you can see the different color shading. Using colored pencils and stuff like that, it's not nice. So just label it like I did right here. All right, on number 9. I didn't want that to happen. Well, on number 9, to graph these, probably the best way, so you know where to shade, is get y by itself, which I've done for the one I highlighted in black or gray. I subtracted 2x divided by 3 to get this. And then the red one, I add 3x and divide by 4 to get this. Now, these numbers look sort of messy, but they don't really matter. The slope, you're just counting, so that fraction, even though it looks messy, is fine. And this is just your y-intercept, which you can estimate. To save time, I'll just use the Desmos version, I think. Well, I would like to have that grid again, actually. But when you graph this, you start at a y-intercept of 4/3. Let's just see if we can do this, actually. Get rid of all that, get rid of all that. Okay. Shrink Take this down a little bit. This will be better for you, I think. Put another one for down here. Whoa, what happened there? That was weird. Oh, I think I know what it did. All right, hold on. Sorry, this is wasting your time. I usually do this stuff ahead of time. Duplicate. There we go. All right. Okay, so with the black line, we're going to start at a y-intercept of 4/3, so 1 1/3, which is approximately right there. And then have a slope of -2/3, so down 2/3 or up to left 3. Just again, make sure it's a downhill sloping line when you're done. So I'm going to go down 2, 1, 2/3, 1, 2, 3. And really 2 points is enough. This will be a dashed line again because it's not or equal to. So something like that. Change it to dashed. Oh, it changed the whole line. That was nice. And then we're going to shade above the line because it's greater than. So we come back to our shading. And we're going to shade above the line up here. Oops. Oh, I don't like how that looked. All right, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So like that. And then let's graph the red line. We start at a y-intercept of 1/2 right here, which is right there. And then go up 3/4. So up 3, I dashed part of my 4. So up 3/4 with a positive slope. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And notice how I'm like at a half there because my y-intercept started at a half. This will be a solid line. Missed a tiny bit. All right, and then we graph our shade below that line, which is down here. And then where the shading overlaps is where the solutions lie. And so you can see on Desmos, it's this section here, which is the same as this section right here. All right, and this last one, let's see, let's color code this for you. Blue for this one, and then green for this one, and purple for this one. All right, so first is x equals 4. And it's just less than, it's not or equal to, so that's a vertical line through 4 right here. Move that over just a tiny bit, make it look a little, oops. And then that has to be dashed because it's not or equal to. And then less than 4 is just numbers less than 4, like 3, 2, 1. So like on a number line over here. So we're going to shade for blue all of this. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. It's really annoying to get close to that line and not accidentally shade over it. So, all right, and then the green is greater than or equal to -5 for y, and that's a horizontal line through -5 right here. And that's going to be solid because it's or equal to. And then it says greater than or equal to that, so we're shading above that line. So everywhere above this line, like this. And then we got to do the purple line, which has a y-intercept of -2 and a slope of 3/4. So we go up 3, 1, 2, 3/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're right there. This will be a dashed line again, because it's not or equal to. And we'll make that dashed. And then it's less than that one. So we shade everything below this line. And then where all three shadings happen at the same time, which is the darkest region that you can see when we shade it on Desmos, which is this little triangle region right here, which you can see, sorry, when we shade it on Notability, which you can see on Desmos over here. And that is it.